focus.
First forest reserves to come under the Project Tiger initiative. 66 kilometers from the town of Nainital, the Jim Corbett National Park is a haven for nature lovers and wildlife enthusiasts.
जिम कॉर्बेट नेशनल पार्क के बाहर रामनगर गांव के पास है गर्जा देवी मंदिर। गर्जा देवी को शक्ति का प्रतीक माना जाता है। ये मंदिर कोसी नदी के एक बहुत बड़े पत्थर पर बना है। नैनीताल डिस्ट्रिक्ट के प्रसिद्ध मंदिरों में से सबसे प्रसिद्ध मंदिर ये है।
Close to the forest reserve, the Garjia Devi temple is one of the most famous temples in Nainital. During Kartik Purnima, hundreds of pilgrims are believed to visit the temple to pay their respects to the goddess. There are a number of waterfalls within the Jim Corbett National Park, but the Corbett waterfalls are the most popular of them all.
जिम कॉर्बेट नेशनल पार्क के अंदर करने के लिए इतना कुछ है कि आप कभी बोर होंगे ही नहीं। साल के जंगलों से गुजरता हुआ रास्ता आपको यहाँ भी ले आएगा। यह है द कॉर्बेट वाटरफॉल।
Visitors flock to the Jim Corbett National Park in the hope of sighting one of the most endangered species of the country, the Royal Bengal tiger.
जिम कॉर्बेट नेशनल पार्क देश के सबसे पुराने पार्क्स में से एक है। 1936 में गवर्नमेंट ने जंगल को संरक्षित करने के लिए यहाँ नेशनल पार्क बनवाया। And I must say that this jungle is very mystical, very beautiful. ये सब कुछ बंगाल टाइगर के खातिर, उन्हें बचाने के खातिर।
Spread across 520 square kilometers, the prestigious national park is also home to a myriad of endangered bird and animal species. The park also has a museum which gives visitors an insight into the history of the national park and chronicles the work and achievements of the author and wildlife conservationist Jim Corbett. The Club Mahindra Corbett Resort is a perfect location for tourists looking to enjoy the forest wilderness and not be too far away from the comforts of home. Surrounded by lush green trees, the rooms at the resort provide residents with a beautiful view of the sanctuary.
अगर आपको एक ब्यूटीफुल रिवर साइड जंगल फेसिंग प्रॉपर्टी एंजॉय करनी हो तो जिम कॉर्बेट में आकर क्लब महिंद्रा में ठहरना चाहिए। 11 एकड़ में फैली इस प्रॉपर्टी में इतनी सारी एक्टिविटीज है करने के लिए, इंडोर, आउटडोर। आई मीन इट्स जस्ट अ परफेक्ट फैमिली स्टे।
The resort has a host of activities for their residents, fun and games for children, and adventure sports for adults like zip lining, rock climbing, or a ride on an all-terrain dirt bike along the riverbanks. Coming up, after the break, we travel to the beautiful town of Binsar in Uttarakhand. From the Jim Corbett National Park, we travel to the picturesque town of Binsar. (2,412 meters above sea level), the town of Binsar is surrounded by the Binsar Wildlife Sanctuary and provides a perfect view of the majestic Himalayan range.
हम आ पहुंचे हैं कसार देवी मंदिर। कहते हैं कि ये मंदिर मां दुर्गा को समर्पित है, लगभग 2000 साल पुराना, और यहाँ पर बड़ी बड़ी पर्सनालिटीज लाइक स्वामी विवेकानंद, स्वामी रामानंद जी, ये लोग यहाँ मेडिटेशन करने आए थे।
The Kasar Devi temple dates back to the 2nd century and is known for the festivities held during Kartik Purnima. During the 1960s and 70s, the area around the temple became popular with artists, writers, Tibetan Buddhists, and attracted a lot of foreign tourists. Another popular temple in Binsar is the Bell Temple, dedicated to Guru Devata, an incarnation of Lord Shiva. Guru Devata is known to dispense quick justice, and hence the walls and ceiling are lined with thousands of bells offered to the deity by pilgrims. Between Almora district and Binsar is Jageshwar, a revered town for Hindus. The Jageshwar temple is believed to be home to the Nagesh Jyotirlinga, dedicated to Lord Shiva. The temple city comprises a cluster of 124 temples built between the 9th and the 13th centuries, with many temples preserved by the Archaeological Survey of India. Almora is one of the biggest cities near Binsar town, and the drive up to the city puts Uttarakhand's majestic beauty on display. "12 kilometers from Almora is the village of Kosi, one of the hidden gems of Almora. Kosi is famous for the Katarmal Sun Temple, one of the two most popular sun temples in the country. The temple was built in the 9th century by the Katyuri kings, and 44 smaller temples surround the Katarmal Sun Temple. Club Mahindra boasts of 2 exquisite resorts in Binsar. The Club Mahindra Binsar Valley Resort is a perfect place to enjoy the serenity that Uttarakhand has on offer. The Club Mahindra Binsar Villa is known for 22 log huts that overlook the majestic mountain range that surrounds the valley. After a long day of soaking in the beauty of the Binsar Valley, guests can indulge in a delicious barbecue and enjoy the dance and entertainment organized for them at the resort. After the break, we travel to the beautiful hill station of Nainital. 26 kilometers from Nainital is the beautiful hill station of Nainital. The Nainital lake is at the center of this hill station. At 175 feet deep, the lake is the deepest in the region and is home to some beautiful species of birds found only in the hills. The drive towards Nainital takes us through the town of Nainital. At the heart of Nainital is the beautiful Naini Lake. And a boat ride to soak in the splendor of the lake, surrounded by mountains on all sides, is a must for visitors.
इस लेक से इस जगह का नाम पड़ा नैनीताल। माना जाता है कि नैनीताल वो जगह है जहां शिव की पत्नी सती की एक आंख उस वक्त गिरी जब शिव दुख गुस्से में उनके शरीर को लेकर घूम रहे थे।
A little ahead of Nainital is the Naina Devi Peak, which provides a breathtaking view of the valley. lot of things to do in Nainital, and a must-visit for families is the Bharat Ratna Pandit Govind Ballabh Pant High Altitude Zoo. One of the most well-maintained zoos, it is home to leopards, bears, and some beautiful exotic birds. At an altitude of 1,370 meters is Sattal, 7 interconnected freshwater lakes. Set amidst dense forests of oak and pine trees, Sattal is one of the few unspoiled and unpolluted freshwater bodies in India. Facing the beautiful Nakucheta Lake is the Club Mahindra Nakucheta Resort. Kilometers from the nearest railway station, the resort is surrounded by the majestic Himalayas. And like all Club Mahindra resorts, the Nakucheta Resort too has something for everybody. The term Nakuchetal translates to lake with 9 corners. And this lake offers visitors a beautiful spot for a picnic, fishing, rowing, paddling or kayaking. Five kilometers from Nakuchetal is the Bhimtal Lake. Bhimtal town and the lake are known to be older than the town of Nainital.
कुमाऊं को लेक डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ इंडिया कहते हैं और इस लेक डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ इंडिया का सबसे बड़ा लेक है भीमताल। भीमताल इतनी खूबसूरत जगह है कि एक बहुत बड़ा पहाड़ है और उसके पीछे जब सूरज ढल रहा हो तो नाव में एक छोटी सी सैर तो बनती ही है। इट्स रियली अमेजिंग।
Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.